I have a very simple goal today to help you listen to your children better. This is a huge problem, especially in India. Our schools are primarily designed for children to listen to teachers. They are designed for teachers to talk and for students to absorb. I've made a lot of videos about this and you can check those out if you want to know more. But basically, चाहे स्कूल का सिलेबस हो, चाहे घर पे फैमिली की गाइडेंस हो, एडवाइस हो, our children have to listen a lot. And I believe a lot of our education system's problems stem from this fact because our kids just don't have a voice. Their opinions don't matter. And that's why our systems are just not designed for kids. वरना हम 8-8 घंटे बच्चों को एक जगह बैठ के सिर्फ सुनने के लिए नहीं कहते, right? And this also came up in my conversation with the ex-CEO of Kunskapsskolan. It's a famous Swedish-Indian alternate school. She has experience working with kids in 2 countries and she has set up 4 successful schools in India already. This is what she had to say.
If a child can't walk up to you and say, this is not what I want to do, I want to do something else. And for you to actually listen to that person instead of saying, you're being stupid or you're being silly or, 2 things that a parent can do is one is understand what your child actually wants. And secondly, to have your channels of communication open. And I think that's what's important, right? You want the children to want to learn.
Basically, when you don't practice listening in your family, at home, you just don't know what you're missing. You don't know what the child is going through, what is hurting them, what is inspiring them. And without that, you can't truly support them in their lives. So today, let's try to right that wrong. I'll tell you practical strategies that will help you listen to the kids in your life and create a better environment for them. This video will help you if you are a parent, a teacher, or even a school administrator. Okay? And towards the end, I'll also cover one of the most difficult problems you'll face as you listen to your kids. And that is, how do you handle conflict with your child? What to do when your child disagrees with you? But before we get to that, let's sort out some basics. Step 1. Let's talk about preparation to listen. Listening cannot happen if A. You don't trust your child. अगर आप पहले ही सोच के बैठे हो कि आपका बच्चा सब कुछ गलत ही बोलने वाला है, तो कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा. Your child will realize very quickly that they are not being heard impartially and they will just switch off. So your aim is to try and put yourself in your child's shoes, to experience life from their perspective. Just remove your prejudice, okay, and listen with an open heart. B. Listening cannot happen if you are distracted. So please, devices ko hatao. People usually say just get off your phone and turn off your TV, etc. But मैं एक step आगे जा रहा हूँ. If you want to listen to your child, your phone should not be in the same room. आपकी एक नज़र भी अगर फ़ोन की तरफ जाती है, तो your child might feel that they are boring you or worse that you just don't care, you're not paying attention. So please put your devices in another room altogether. Step 2. Let's start the conversation. A. Ask open-ended questions. Just a simple, how was your day? Or what did you learn at school? Or what did you ask at school today? Just open the dialogue. B. Open your body language. Don't sit with your arms folded, shoulders slanted. Give them your full attention. जितनी body खुली होगी, जितना eye contact होगा, उतना अच्छा है. Which is point C. Eye contact is everything. Nod करो, थोड़ा बोलो, थोड़ा अच्छा बोलो, थोड़ा smile करो. Don't be dead. Now, listen carefully because अब है आपका असली test. आपने तो open-ended question पूछ लिया. But now your child will always have something very specific going on, okay? Maybe they had a fight, maybe their body is changing, maybe they're falling behind in a subject, maybe they had some epiphany in school today. So you have to be ready to receive whatever it is they're going to share, right? So that brings us to step 3, continuing the conversation. When your child has spoken, you have to respond however you like, okay? I know a lot of people say कि ये मत बोलो, वो बोलो, ऐसे मत बोलो, वैसे मत बोलो. I don't think that's needed. You can be yourself. But एक simple, obvious सा rule है. Just follow that. Don't say something that ends the conversation. Simple. Keep it going. If you disagree, say you disagree. That's okay. But say it so that your child can still respond to you. Don't shut it down. So here are some ideas for how to do this, okay? A. Try to paraphrase and say what they said back to them. For example, your child tells you, पापा, आज ना रोहन ने मेरी बोतल से पानी पी लिया एंड फिर मैम को झूठ बोला कि उसने नहीं पिया और मुझे मैम ने पानी पीने ही नहीं दिया फिर. Now what do you say? Try it. You can pause this video and think for a second. Try. Okay, if I were you, this is what I would have said, okay? रोहन ने तुम्हारी बोतल से पानी पी लिया? हाँ, और फिर मैम को झूठ भी बोला? As simple as that. ना मैंने कुछ हार्डकोर बोला लाइक रोहन साउंड्स लाइक अ टेरिबल पर्सन, ना मैंने इंटरवीन करने की कोशिश करी, राइट, कि मैं टीचर से बात करता हूँ तेरी, तू रुक. नो, नथिंग, राइट, नॉट राइट नाउ. अभी उसका वक्त नहीं है, अभी सिर्फ सुनने का वक्त है. So just paraphrase and say what they said back to them. Also, doing this will help you stay focused. क्योंकि अगर paraphrase करके वापस बोलना है तो ध्यान इधर उधर नहीं जा सकता, right? You will be forced to listen with 100% attention. B. Silence is a great tool. अब इस मामले में मेरी थोड़ी डॉक्यूमेंट्री फिल्म मेकिंग जो रही है, it has come in very handy. And it's incredible how powerful silence is, you know. When someone is sharing something about their lives, sometimes they just take a long pause to find the right words. And just let that silence hang in the air. बहुत awkward लगेगा, I know, uncomfortable लगेगा, but let it be. Just nod, smile, look curious, just wait. Basically, use your face, your body language to indicate कि you are there, you are present, you are listening. कोई गाड़ी नहीं छूट रही है, कोई जल्दी नहीं है. आप सोचो और बोलो. And I promise 4-5 uncomfortable seconds होंगे और उसके बाद your child will continue the story. C. You can also give a short, quick story from your own life. The point is to tell your child that you understand what they are saying, okay? Because something similar has happened to you also. But देखो ज़्यादा hijack मत करना conversation. पता चला आपका बेटा आपको कुछ बताने निकला था, उल्टा आपने अपनी कहानियाँ सुनानी शुरू कर दी. For example, same story. अगर रोहन ने पानी पी लिया है, तो you might say something like, सच्ची, मेरी क्लास में भी था एक सतीश, वो भी ऐसे काम करता था. फिर क्या हुआ? तो आपने एक कॉन्वर्सेशन स्टार्ट भी करी, आपने अपनी स्टोरी भी सुनाई, बट योर चाइल्ड कैन गो ऑन. डी. गो स्लो एंड कीप योर इमोशंस इन चेक. हर चीज ना लाइफ एंड डेथ नहीं है. रोहन ने पानी ही पिया है कुछ दोस्तों का, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. सो जस्ट रिलैक्स, ब्रीथ, गो स्लो. जैसा गेटिंग एंग्री या इरिटेटेड, दैट्स द फास्टेस्ट वे टू किल अ कॉन्वर्सेशन. सो कीप योर इमोशंस अंडर कंट्रोल. I promise you, do these 4 simple steps and you'll find that your relationship with your child will go from strength to strength. There's a lot of research to back this. I'm going to put some links in the description. You can check that out. But summary सिर्फ इतनी है कि जितना आप सुनोगे, उतना आपके बच्चे भी आपकी सुनेंगे, आपका ट्रस्ट बढ़ेगा, एक दूसरे पे कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ेगा, and before you know it, you'll go from being parents to partners. And now for the most important part, okay? How do you disagree with your child productively? I mentioned at the start कि ये होगा. And at this point, your skills will really get tested because your child will make mistakes. Maybe your child is Rohan, right? सबका पानी पी के आया स्कूल से. Then what do you do? Now this is a tough one, okay? Because you also have to give some wisdom, some guidance. अब सिर्फ सुनने से काम नहीं चलेगा, कुछ बताना भी जरूरी है. So I have 2 very small ideas, okay? You'll find useful here. Number 1, wait for your turn. पहले सुनो, आराम से सुनो, and इस ट्रस्ट के साथ सुनो that after your child is done, you will also have a chance to speak. And because you heard your child so well, your child will also reciprocate. They'll give you the respect and hear you out also. After all, they are learning from your behavior. Mirroring पता है ना? Number 2, most important, if you are going to disagree and try to win some argument or do your guidance, use this rule of thumb. Your main job is that both you and your child should leave the argument feeling like it was worthwhile. कि यार डांट पड़ी पर सही पड़ी और मैंने जो बताना था मैं बता भी दिया, डैड ने सुन भी लिया अच्छे से. So aim to end your argument on this note. This will be tough, but it can be done with practice. Which brings me to the final section of this video. Listening is hard, especially these days when there are always 10,000 things on our minds and our phones are always pinging. It's going to take time and it's going to take practice to get good at it. Until you do, you will find disagreements will flare up, moods will not be as good as they should be, and you will find it really hard to get your own points across to your child. And if you don't listen, the biggest problem is your child will stop trusting you with important things also. So my advice is listen to your child like your life depends on it. This is the most important thing you'll do as a parent, I promise. And of course, it's not bad advice for your life in general either. I strongly recommend watching this video where we decided that we have to listen to what our kids have to say about our school system also. Otherwise, how do you make changes, right? So it's so easy to look at these kids and think, ये तो बहुत छोटे हैं, इनको क्या पता है? They don't know what's good for them. You don't want to dismiss them. You want to listen. Listen to these amazing kids. इतने wonderful ideas हैं, and even if they're phrasing them in kind of a quixotic, idealistic way, everything they're saying makes so much sense. So if you want some practice in listening, this is a great video to check out. And otherwise, thanks for watching. Please support the channel, become a member, buy some notebooks, or even subscribe to Chum Chum Express. I keep talking about it. All right, thanks for watching. Leave a comment below if you have any questions and I'll do my best to answer. And please consider supporting the channel. I'm putting some links in the description. All right, see ya.